Hi, welcome to Thursday Thrive Live with Sublin. And this is a channel where we talk about how to stop dreaming and start living, and we give you the tools to do so. So if you like what you hear, make sure you like or subscribe so that you don't miss anything. We come out once a week. And remember to download your free printable. It's in the link below. Today we're going to talk about why is self-love important and how to cultivate it. And it's February. It's a month of love. It's, we're going to see flowers and candies and cupids and everywhere. And so it's kind of important to remember that everyone is in different places in their life. For some of us, that might mean that we're single. It might mean that we're in a toxic relationship and we're doing everything that we can to survive. Or for others, it means that you're in a very happy relationship, but you still want to know and understand about self-care. So wherever you are, you're in the right place today to learn about cultivating self-care and self-love for you, for ourselves. Why is this so important? We as a society keep getting busier and busier. And for the working moms out there and just the women in general, it feels like we are constantly on the go and on. And part of that is by our own self-making. And that's why we talk so much about setting boundaries and figuring exactly who we are so that our days are filled with things that bring us joy and passion and purpose. But this is a big one to where we need to learn how to take care of ourselves, because you cannot pour from an empty cup. And as we're giving to our children, our colleagues, our spouses, and anyone else that we have in our life on a day-to-day, if we don't take a moment to refill ourselves up, to rejuvenate, we'll have nothing left to give. And at some point in time, we're going to suffer from burnout. And so what we're talking about today is literally the tools to help you keep supporting those around you, to help love those around you, to help those around you grow so you don't have to experience burnout. So really, we're taking care of ourselves to help take care of others. I mean, if this is the best way for you to think about it, it was for me when I realized and when I was able to take care of myself. I was a better mother, I was a better leader, I was a better spouse, I was a better sibling, I was a better friend. So many things were better, and it allowed me to have the mindset of like, okay, if I'm doing this for me, it's because I'm really helping those around me do it as well. So here are 3 powerful ways to practice self-love. So number 1, it's listening to your body. So what is your body telling you? Are you exhausted? And not exhausted in the good way of like, you worked on a project that you're really passionate about, you were able to get a great workout in and then hang out with your friends for dinner. So by the time you collapsed into bed, you're like, you're spent, you're exhausted, not that exhausted. You wake up in the morning exhausted. Brushing your teeth is exhausting sort of days. The ones where you're like, I'm going to go home and I'm going to sit in front of the TV all night. Oh, wait, can't do that because I have the kids and dinner and soccer and ballet and all those other things. It's learning to see when you are pushing yourself to the brink of exhaustion. It's kind of that dig deep button. Does anyone have that dig deep button? I think we all do it. And we have to learn, you're like, okay, I've clicked dig deep way too many times this week. So it's listening to those signs of being tired. Are you snapping at those around you when really you should not be snapping? You're just at that brink. It's like almost, I always call them, it's my toddler moments. It's when I'm tired or I'm hungry or I'm burnt out and I snap and I'm like, this is just not how it should be. So it's learning how to listen to your body and decide, okay, you are past your burnout moment. And then it's really understanding what rejuvenates you. And there are so many articles out there that will say you should go for a walk in nature. You should take a bubble bath. You should go buy yourself something special. And here's the thing. There's not one right answer. It's what is right for you. And that's the biggest thing, is figuring out what rejuvenates you? And I would like to encourage you to do a challenge for the month of February where every day you try something new on the printable Valentine self-care checklist to say, yes, I love this. This was amazing. Or no, this kind of drained me more than I really had wanted it to. Because what happens is once you get into those moments where you're like, I'm done. I'm exhausted. I don't have the energy to do anything else. You already know what to pull from. So that way you're like, okay, I know that when I need to be rejuvenating myself, I should take a bubble bath. I should go for a hike with a girlfriend. I should crawl into bed and binge on Netflix for a day. Like, those are mine, if you can't tell. But that's what I do when I am already starting to feel like I'm burnt out. And it's so nice to know that now, because once I was in my moment of burnt out, I had no clue how to take care of myself. So I spent more time going further down the path instead of being like, okay, here's my go-tos. So self-care is, in a way, your protection from burnout. Your self-care allows you to go further. So really learning how to take care of yourself will allow you to be the best version of you. It will allow you to have more peace. It will allow you to be happier. And it's so important because the two go hand in hand. In a society where we're always told to do more, be more, and we'll talk more about that because it's not necessarily the right way to success. That will come. But in this moment, as we talk about self-care and the question of why, like, I don't have time for self-care. Why should I care about self-care? I'm in, a great relationship, so I don't need to worry about this specific thing. Think of it as your daily dose of medicine to avoid burnout. And what is it that you can do on a daily, a weekly, or a monthly basis to take a little bit of time for yourself, to fill up your tank so that you're able to help fill up others? So this month, I encourage you to find what you need that rejuvenates you. Is it a bubble bath? Is it spending a few minutes to browse Pinterest to see what you can do to redecorate your living room and then going shopping to redo that? Find what is your thing. Find 3 to 5 things that rejuvenate you. That way, when you can tell that you're on the brink of burning out, you can add those into your list. You make space for it, because if you don't make space for it, your body will lay you out and say you need to take a break. I will see you next week. Have a wonderful month of February. Take care of yourself. You deserve it. Bye.